Okay, so this is the DXY, the dollar index. We have so last week we have the bullish bias on the dollar index, and as you can see, the ABC formed perfectly above the structure. This is strong, guys. This one here, this pattern came above the ABC formed above two structures. Okay, that tells us this is a strong trend changing pattern, and this is very important as well this here, because we have to look to price. This is the daily chart, by the way. We have to look to price. This is a structural point, this is a structural point. Below structure you want to sell, above structure you want to buy, especially when we have a setup that is as clean as this. But the thing that we have to the question we have to ask ourselves is this: what is the market condition? This is the market condition. We have a downtrend. Okay, is the momentum increasing in the direction of the trend? That's the second question. Right now, no. Okay, the third question is this: do I have a trend changing pattern? If we look at this place, there's no structure here when we have the ABC. We see the end of the ABC, there's no structural point. So there's nothing that changed the bias here. This is just a normal correction. But if we look at this, we have a valid structure, a lower high that made a lower low, a lower high that made a lower low. So now price came below this first structure. So you should be selling, but immediately it closed above it, price went back above it. So this is the buy without even looking at anything. Using the structural point, the dollar index is continuing back because we have a trend changing pattern already. So the dollar is strong, everything is turning up. Excuse me. We have the R percent. This one is still strong to the upside. This is just a correction, okay, because of the move here. The euro, we have our trade in the euro. Nothing has changed. Euro has corrected nicely. So now our expectation from last week, because the update that I did on the indices, we said we expect a correction. Those correction, we can now see the correction are now coming to an end, and we should be expecting the continuation of this move. Okay, so this is ABC that break below two structures here as well. Swiss is the same as euro, and this one is different. This is going through a reversal phase. Okay, the New Zealand, you see the New Zealand started with the higher high. Okay, so nothing has changed in the New Zealand, and a reversal does not mean a trend has changed. Okay, a reversal does not mean a trend has changed. We see this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high that came below this. Okay, so if price reclaim this higher low, which is a valid structure, the low of that thing there, oh, I've disabled I'll just use the line, is 66.0. If the ZXY come back above it, that makes the New Zealand bullish. But if we start breaking below here, we can continue selling that. In the Japanese yen, that was the close yesterday. We have a nice sell here, which is good. Okay, so this tells us that we probably should be expecting this low of 93.40 to be achieved. Okay, and if that happens, that means this has become a very weak trend. Australia, this one is different to New Zealand. This one came with a failure below the structure. So Australia is very weak. This is the structure. This is a higher low that made a higher high in there. So the British pound, we spoke a lot about the pound already in the earlier video that I posted. So nothing has changed in that one. We should be expecting more to the downside. This is first wave 3. pullback wave 4. Correction of the wave 4 came above few previous, I think one to two previous day for last week, and now we can start seeing price coming back. And if it breaks this low, our expectation should be the first extension. If we draw these eyes, actually what we should do in this case is I've done it on the, I can do it on 4 hour, that makes it clear. Actually 1 hour again. Problem is with the indices, there's always missing data. This is actually a good one. Okay, that's the first extension, 124.60. So pound this week, if it continues to stay below where it is, we should be expecting lower prices in pound. So the next one is the Canadian dollar index. See, this is down as well. You look at the daily, this could not retrace properly. See that? Out of all the pairs that we looked at, this one is the weakest in terms of it did not actually retrace strongly against the dollar. So maybe dollar card will be a good one to look at in terms of continuation to the upside. Okay, so we can see prices in a range. Price has hit above the 200%. So this has been a strong one. This is easy to trade now. You can use the measure move as a way of entering. So ABC. So we can use the eyes to eye to find the 50%. Okay, so maybe this kind of area in the dollar card will be, I'll do this. This zone here will be a nice area to be looking for buy in the US dollar Canadian dollar. Otherwise, if it breaks back above I, then you should continue to buy. Anyway, so that's the midweek analysis of the major pairs and of the indices. So I wish you a successful week, and this week has been a busy week for us. There's not much a lot of posting going on, but as you can see, nothing has changed from our previous week analysis. We should be expecting price to start finishing their correction and continuing in that direction.